Hello and welcome to another edition of Stock Watch. So today I want to look at the energy sector stocks that have been boosted recently over the news that another pharmaceutical company has come out to say that they have an effective antidote for the coronavirus. Last week, if you remember, we had Pfizer and BioNTech that they said they had an antidote that was 90% effective. And now we've got Moderna that have come out to say that they have an antidote that's almost 95% effective and will work better than the Pfizer one because it doesn't need to be stored at such low temperatures. Pfizer's vaccination has to be stored below freezing, minus 71, minus 75% degrees, depending on what news reports you read. However, the storage facilities that require Moderna's vaccination are just general hospitalization fridges that can store this antidote, which will be a lot more easier for the general public. So what does this mean exactly for stocks going forward? Well, we all know that we've seen quite a sharp economic downturn in the travel industry, in the transportation industry, and the energy industry in the last few months. Probably, from quarter one to quarter two, quarter three, we've had a slight pickup in the last few months. But in general, a lot of the stocks are, not as they were pre-pandemic. So, if we can get some positive news on this kind of COVID vaccination, then we could see these stocks start climbing, and obviously profitability will follow as well. So what happens now and into the end of the year? Well, a sharp economic recovery would obviously be very welcome to these industries. We've had airline industries almost collapse, transportation, all these kind of things going on over the course of the year that have, had a detrimental effect on GDP in a lot of countries. So, companies like Exxon and Chevron depend on oil. And it's not just these companies, it's companies like they can do pipeline industries as well. These companies have been affected that kind of service the oil industry as well. So, let's just take a look at a couple of charts today just to see what we're talking about. So I'm just going to look at Chevron first of all today. And as we can see, we've had the economic downturn and then the upturn. So what I want to do is just put some levels into the yearly lows to the recovery. And then as we zoom into the areas of interest, so as we can see, last week we had the Pfizer news and then we've had Moderna news. So, these stocks are ones to watch when we do get a bit of a lift at these pressing, trying times. So what I want to do first of all is just bring this over and just zoom in. So we've got a nice confluence level with the 38.2 and 23.6 of the long term and short term. So if we do see a bit of exhaustion on this rally that we've seen, it's going on nearly 2 weeks now, then, we've hit this 89 area now. And if we do get a bit of a retracement, then the first level that I'll be looking at is the one that I just highlighted as well. We're seeing a bit of a nice line on the top border of the Ichimoku indicator. So I'll be looking at that for the next level as well, and possibly to drop down further. There is obviously the optimism that it will keep pushing higher. So I'll probably be looking at these kind of levels, roughly about $92 for the short term. This will be probably in the next couple of sessions towards the end of the week. There's not really much in the way on the momentum indicator to give me a direction at the moment. I'll just probably be looking for some exhaustion in the market and for sellers to enter the market and probably push it back down, as I said, roughly about to the $84, $85 region. And a quick look on ExxonMobil as well. So pretty much like Chevron, we've had the upturn and downturn, and now we're trading roughly into the higher rally of the week. So, but the difference with difference with ExxonMobil and Chevron is ExxonMobil are trading in the Ichimoku indicator cloud. So this would give me a strong bias that prices will probably exhaust pretty quickly and move down to the lower border of this cloud here, which is close to a confluence zone of the base and convergent line of the indicators. So I'll pretty much be looking at the $34, $35 area in the next few sessions. If we can obviously pick up a little bit, I'll be looking at the previous highs if we can get that far. So, we've got a bit of a resistance line here, and I'll be more than happy just to see it get to the $40 range. So I'll be looking for that in the next couple of sessions, and keeping an eye on energy sector stocks as we get more news on a potential antidote. And who's to say that another company won't come out in the next week or so to say that they've got an antidote that's 96 or 97% effective. It's big money, it's a big business in the pharmaceutical industry, especially in these challenging times where everyone's looking for some kind of respite from the virus with all the lockdowns and confusion it's creating. So ones to look out for sure in the next few days and weeks ahead. So that's all from the Stock Watch today. Thank you very much for joining me. If you have any comments, please feel free to add them to the post, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Have a great trading day ahead, and bye for now.